Hello? Mic check, mic check.
Greetings!
Greetings! I'm glad that works. Hi, Vizzies. This is my first time streaming from VR. Welcome, everyone. It is Thursday. It's August 14 at 8:22 p.m. And I'm going to be playing a Half-Life Alyx map today. I'm very excited. First of all, I will say this is my first time streaming from VR, so let me know right away if my voice sounds okay, if the audio sounds decent, if it's too loud, too quiet, crunchy, anything like that. Can you hear the game okay? Right now it's just the background ambience, but yeah, streaming from VR. If you see me looking at the back of my hand pretty often, of course my health will be there, but also I have an overlay docked to my hand where I can read the chat. That won't be visible on the stream. So from your guys' perspective, it'll look like I'm just looking at the back of my hand, but I can actually read chat. So that's what I will be doing. And I'm excited but a little nervous to stream from VR because I've never tried that before. These are my hands. How are you guys doing? Hi Boom Donuts, yo yo, and hi Vizzies. Greetings. Double checking. Yeah, my mic is picking up. Okay. Doing good. Good to hear it. Good cop. Emoji. Oh, you know what? I just realized, is chat on screen? Chat is not on screen. Oh, boy. Okay, we gotta fix that live. Real quick, I think I have a source for that. Would it be this one? That message is ready to display. Does that look like the right chat capture? Not sure if that's the right size for chat. But we'll run with that for now. Yep, looks good. So, this map is called The Great Way, and I found out about it when I saw the trailer was posted by the Half-Life 2 VR team in like a group. And I just thought that trailer looked fascinating right away. I was captivated by it because it's very different from other Half-Life Alyx maps that I've played. Before I do get started, I wanted to have a quick note about something I thought about earlier today that I think would be good to disclaim before I start regarding ideological content. Both the Steam store page for the add-on and all of the like announcement posts and everything about The Great Way have been written sort of in character. They say that it's a transmission. It's like a spiritual transmission, and when you play it and you receive it, it's going to evolve your consciousness. I'm treating that as in-character text about the story, but it is possible that the person who made this actually has some sort of spiritual beliefs surrounding the add-on itself. I don't know what to think about that, but you know, we're going to play it. We're going to see if it evolves our consciousness. But I'm still treating it like a Half-Life Alyx add-on, you know, and that's how I'm gonna judge it. But you know, if there are any sort of opinions or philosophies communicated in this, those are not my opinions necessarily, but the opinions of the author, except for the things that I say. Right. I know there's a lot of text as well, so this will be a lot of reading from me. Looks fine to me. I like in-universe stuff like that. Oh, I do too. I think it's fun to sort of like stay in character, stay in a character voice. You know, like writing like flavor text on a Steam store page like it's a Combine broadcast or something like that. It's fun. But I'm not sure, like I don't know the author, so I don't know if that's what's happening or not. One thing I wanted to do real quick is, it's been so long since I played Alyx. I think my spectator settings are the way I want them. Performance settings I don't want to touch right now. But I want to change my rotation from snap turn to smooth turn. Do you guys remember how to do that? These options are only available during a game. Okay, we'll get started and then we'll change it. Okay, so without further ado, let's start playing The Great Way. Oh, I missed some chats on YouTube. I'm sorry. I see a chat from BMP that says, hey. Hello. Hi, YouTube. Let's do start a new game. I did start it yesterday. Just for disclosure, I played a little bit of The Great Way just to see, you know, if recording it worked and everything, and it seemed fine. Hi, Penguin. Hello. I'm streaming from VR for the first time. Let me know if the video looks okay, if the chat looks okay, and if the audio is okay. 'Cause these are kind of new settings for me. But we're going to get started with part 1, blindness. I'm going to set the difficulty to hard, just because I feel Half-Life Alyx, the difficulty tends to trend towards easier. I know I say that I always stream things on normal. We're going to try it on hard. I'm going to set the movement to continuous. And I'm right-handed, so that will be good. So, is everybody ready? Let's get started. Loading. As you absorb the transmission, read slowly. Listen. Notice the responding voices inside your mind. What do they say? The Great Way. End darkness, start darkness. Birth light, birth shadow. Love soul, soul cries. Ooh. Blindness. You are hypnotized. You are blind. Listen closely. Greetings. Look carefully. Greetings! Are you willing to unknow what you've been told is real? Greetings, Spike Shark Gaming. So right off the bat, this view just blew my mind when I tried this yesterday. We don't really get, like, in Half-Life Alyx, this kind of scene. You know, like just a beautiful vista like this. Usually Half-Life Alyx is more dystopian. I am form longing for formlessness. Art is a lie that makes us realize the truth. Pablo Picasso. How are you? I'm doing good. I'm ready to play this Half-Life Alyx map. It's called The Great Way. Oh. What does this number mean, I wonder? Because I don't remember this being there last time. Huh. Who are you? Behind your name, behind your body, behind your personality, behind your thoughts. Back, way back in where we are. I'm gonna quickly change my turning mode. Movement continuous. Snap turn. Yeah, I want continuous turn. Because continuous turn is important for streaming. You don't want to snap turn. Yeah, that's better. This music is beautiful. Yeah, these are the sort of mantras that were listed on the pillars at the beginning. I couldn't read all of them. Interesting at the end where it says Brahman, Vishnu, Mara, Maya. That's referring to like Hinduism, right? Brahman and Vishnu. I don't quite understand all the references. What kind of map is this? This is man. I don't know what to call this actually. This is new. It's like it's a transcendental map is what I called it in the description. It's supposed to sort of like explain a philosophy that the author has. Hard to have that kind of view in the epicenter of Combine Command. Yeah, it's just refreshing to get away from the Combine here. Although I do wonder about that structure in the distance. It doesn't look man-made. It looks almost like it's floating. You see that? I don't know where we are. It's almost like we're in like a place that doesn't exist or like a dream. These birds are frozen in place. They're almost like a sculpture, but they're just floating. I didn't notice the skull in a jar before. It's a little bit ominous compared with the rest of the environment. Now that fungus outside does look a little bit zen-like. Maybe we are still in the Half-Life 2 world. I see that we have some boots and gloves right outside the door. Woo! The forces of darkness are simultaneously obscuring and revealing our nature. Will you illumine your inner darkness with the light in your heart? You guys, look, it's the scout. I wonder if I can take this mask. I cannot. These headphones are made out of brushes, and I just realized that. It's kind of cute. These notes, I think, are unused versions of Alex's drawings of the Citadel that were on the whiteboard. Can't quite make out what these scribbles say. There's a floppy disk and a book here. The domestication virus blinds us to the darkness of our own shadow. Our blindness to our shadow is extremely dangerous. Our blindness to our blindness will kill us. I like this computer. Looks like it's got some Combine power cells inside. I think that might be a Combine train car or something, or maybe it's like the case that the, maybe it's just a Combine case. But yeah, Combine computer. These are some Aperture HTC Vive wands over here. We've got some pills. Coded says, where's the radiator? Good question. You know, if we need to use the gravity gun, we'll have to use a radiator, but I don't see any around here. This is more like a cabin. This is what you see when G-Man puts you in stasis. Actually, there might be something to that. This is kind of like the G-Man's domain. It feels like it's like outside of time. I don't know where we are exactly. Hi, XD. Welcome in. This is my first VR stream. Half-Life Alyx, map called The Great Way. Is there combat in this? I happen to know that there is, but we will get to that soon, I'm sure. Looks like we have a dog or something. So I have to move these boxes out of the way, and let me just slide that out of the way. There we go. I can't read that. The breadman bread. See if I can. Ooh. I want to run the knife over the crust of the bread. That's good bread. This is a nice little cozy place. I'd like to spend some time out here. We have a lot of pills up here, though. It looks almost like some kind of like pattern, like a bar graph or like a waveform for a sound or something. There's colors too. I wonder if they mean anything. I am a child of the universe. I've been here before and I'll be here again. I'm a child of the universe, part of a woman and part of a man. I am a flower that blossoms for an hour, but in me is a power that grows on and on. I'm a child of the universe. I've been here before and I'll be here again. I like how the moon is printed onto this fridge. It looks almost like it's glowing, like it's backlit. Oh, it's a cat that we have, actually. That's good. I like cats. And here's Alyx's notes on the Citadel. I'm wondering if these are just sort of reused assets or if we're meant to understand that to be part of what's going on here. Like, is this something we drew? Were we watching the Citadel? Are we in the G-Man stasis right now? It's possible. It's July. Rate the Hot Pocket station location. Oh yeah. Microwave over the stove. I have a microwave like that. I really like it. I think it's very nice. So that's a good Hot Pocket station, Coded. Also, if I miss lots of chat messages today, I'm sorry. I want to focus on the add-on itself because it's a very like it's an experience, you know. But also, it's very hard for me to keep up with chat on my overlay. How was the combat in this game? Oh, you mean like Half-Life Alyx in general? I would say the combat in Half-Life Alyx is very good. It's a lot easier compared with other shooters because you have to account for the reload mechanics. That's not the Hot Pocket location. Obviously, it's the restroom. What are you talking about, Coded? You mean this? I can't tell if this is meant to be like a restroom, like an outhouse, or if it's like a sauna, or what is this? A confessional, maybe? I don't know. Let me quick turn off, wait. Before I do that, I just gotta calibrate my floor. I think I'm a little bit up too high. Yeah, down. That's about right. Okay. Gotta turn off my space drag because I'm in Half-Life Alyx. Okay, there we go. Microwaves on the restroom sink. What are you talking about, Coded? That's not where you put the microwave, Coded. I feel bad for if the author of this map watches this VOD, because chat is going to be unapologetically silly, and this is like a very serious experience. What is your purpose? Why are you here? I can't get into this door, but I can just see the candles on the bathtub, and beyond that is like a wall of smoke and shadow. Nothing on the other side of it. This place, I will say, really reminds me of a VR chat world. It just has that feeling that a lot of VR chat worlds have of being like kind of surreal, but it's almost like it represents like someone's like someone's mind palace, like their internal state, you know, their headspace. And there's something about that I find really nice. Oh, this is explaining some of those words that I was asking about earlier. Maya is from Sanskrit, dream, mirage, illusion, play, describes the veil of ignorance that obscures the ultimate nature of reality from being perceived with our senses. We misunderstand what we cannot see. Brahman is from Sanskrit, absolute reality, universal consciousness, ultimate truth, the ultimate, infinite, eternal, unchanging reality of consciousness and true reality behind the veil of illusion. From Toltec, mitote? Mitote? I don't know. I say mitote. Because yeah, Toltec, right? That would be, I don't know. Outer dream, a thousand voices of chaos. Mitote describes the inner fog created by our conditioned beliefs, societal expectations, personal agreements, and fears. agreements? Is that meant to be argument? No, I think it. Just as a fog blurs the landscape, Mitote obscures how we perceive the true nature of reality by layering it with false stories, judgments, misinterpretations, and fear. Spike Sharp Gaming says, "How did Russell download the entire internet?" Well, the internet was a lot smaller back when the resonance cascade happened. So, I mean, he would have needed to have a lot of storage, but I guess he basically made the Wayback Machine. Boom Donut says, "I've only played Superhot and The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners. I've heard those are both really good games. I've played Superhot in VR, actually. It's really fun. Half-Life Alyx is more of like a full like story, like a 8-hour cinematic experience. It's like a full game. Compared with Superhot, Superhot is a full game, obviously, but it's like more like shorter play sessions, small levels. It's very like small scale, whereas Half-Life Alyx is a whole narrative. And I think Walking Dead Saints and Sinners is more like Alyx. I feel like my chat is sliding down relative to where my hand is. Okay. Let's proceed. This room really scared me when I saw it last night. We can't go through here, but there's just darkness leading into that room with the bathtub. More frozen birds, and more of that fungus I commented on earlier. I love you. You are free. You are me. We are one. We are from... What does that say? We are from longing for formlessness. The freedom we seek is... Oh my god. Okay, that wasn't what I was expecting to happen. The freedom we seek is to use our own mind and body, to live our own life, instead of the life of the belief system. There is a knower who experiences everything. There is a presence dancing everywhere. There is a lover who embraces us all. I am one with that light. I am one with that power. I am one with that love. Very ominous to me. I don't think it's meant to be scary. I think it's meant to be reassuring, but something about that comes across in a very creepy way. When I read it, when I was testing this map last night, the music that we're hearing right now was synced up with it, so that as I read these lines, there was a creepy sound that played for each of them. And there was that sound. I somehow read it exactly so that sound happened when I said, I am one with that light. And that really creeped me out. That, like, gave me chills. I wish I had that this time, but that's okay. Can you see chat? I can see chat on my overlay, but it's very difficult to see it. So I might be a little bit slow to respond to anything you guys are saying. In what many believe to be the greatest intellectual achievement of the 20th century, quantum physics has discovered that with the physical world, we are dealing with a lower dimensional shadow projection of reality, not reality itself. We misunderstand what we cannot see. Behind this illusion, we cannot see who we truly are. We have forgotten our essence. We cannot see that we are not free. In our state of amnesia, we have forgotten that we are the dream creators, the dreamers of the dream. We must remember. This text reminds me of something the Vortigaunts would say, but it also just kind of reminds me of Half-Life in general. It's like tying this whole Great Way experience back into Half-Life. It's talking about the physical world being a projection of reality. It reminds me of the idea of like different dimensions, or, teleportation by exploiting dimensions, higher dimensions. Kind of like, it's tangentially related to Half-Life. And then most of it just reads like something the Vortigaunts would say. Okay, chat. Are you ready? We're gonna proceed into the cave. Divine Mother of all life, take me to that place deep within your womb where I can know nothing and be reborn anew. you remember who you really are? Okay, guys, what do you think? Should we go into the portal? This mysterious monolith in the cave behind our cabin. Yes. Okay. Let's go. Oh. Actually, there to be some text there. Can you hear the voice of your darkness? Can you hear the voice of your light? Long way down. Can't see anything outside of these luminescent mushrooms. Can you hear the voice of your judgment? There's a portal like the one that we walked through over there between all those pillars, but there's also another portal up there that we can't quite get to. I wonder if we'll circle back to here later. Nah, stay home. Sorry, Penguin, it's too late. I didn't read enough chat. That looks ominous, too. The red cave with the Zen fungus in it. I can't quite tell if this is going to be something that takes place literally in the Half-Life universe, or if it's just kind of using assets from Half-Life to tell the author's story, but we'll find out. Can you hear the voice of your fear? I wonder if there's more over here. What's that? It's like more of the Zen fungus. What's in this cave? Bottomless pit. Okay, gonna go back the other way. Ooh. There's no flashlight, so I could just fall. I could just fall. Okay, I'm good. Can you hear the voice of your fear? I just heard it just now, actually. What a coincidence. Can you hear the voice of your shadow, of your anger, of your anxiety? Yeah, I hear that a lot. Can you hear the voice of your heart, of your pain, of your sadness? Do you remember the voice of your soul? Let's go through a portal. Too many mushrooms. Yeah. What do you guys think of the Great Way so far? I can hear stream lag. Oh, is the stream lagging? Uh-oh. Shadow. So, I've got a gun. I don't know where that came from. Right off the bat, there's just so much to take in just right where we're standing before we even move. There seems to be some kind of like a not asteroid field, because but there's rocks floating through the sky. There's another tower structure like the one we saw earlier with like some kind of black hole singularity. It looks kind of like the Citadel core on top of it. We've got this mysterious orb in front of us covered in Zen growths, and we've got the Combine. They're here. They have a computer over there and their lights and their force fields. It's like I don't even know where to look. What if you had a gun? Guess what? Okay, so I have,
I'm out.
Okay, I'm out.
Out of shells.
Out of shells.
I'm out.
I'm out. Wait, I think, do I have one? Okay, I have 10 bullets in my pistol in the hopper. I don't have any shells, and I don't have any rounds for the Combine gun. why are you here? Oh, I wonder what these are. Oh, uh-oh. So these look like the antlion grubs in the health station pods. They have snarks on them, though. I wonder if these are meant to represent the advisors, because they're this big and they're in these pods. It would kind of fit with the overall vibe of the story so far. The sleeping philosophers, you know? Got some much needed ammo. Do I open this? Okay. Yeah, we're out of memory pods. Combine terminal. Doesn't look like I can do anything with it, though. I think I can hear Assassin's Creed sound effects. They might be from the same sound library that Half-Life Alyx used. I'm gonna add some more... Wait, my vision is becoming blurry. That... I guess it's just all the steam. There's so much to see right here. Guys, I don't even know where to start with it. What is this? Why is there slime here? We got another one of those things. I guess it's not a portal. Got one of our portals that seems to be covered in Zen growths. With a combined force field in front of it. Oh, okay. Oh, never mind. Sorry. I apologize.
Wow.
Yeah, wow is right.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see some Zen tentacles coming out of that growth in the center.
Where are we?
Where are we? John Dock says, Galalong. Galalong to you. We are in, I'm gonna call it a border world, of some kind. This might be Zen. It might be some other place that we don't know of. Don't bring up Hunt Down the Freeman right now. Off topic, but I think the section in Hunt Down the Freeman when you can't shoot your gun because of a gas leak is an interesting concept, but executed poorly. I agree. I think but it's not an original concept because Half-Life had the same thing in the scene with the trip mines and the explosive barrels, and Half-Life 2 had that, and pretty much every Half-Life game has had that. You're in the city of Ryul from Doom the Dark Ages. I want to play the Dark Ages really badly. I started replaying Doom 2016 because I want to play the whole series again, but I never... Oh, I don't think I'm quite ready to leave yet. At first, the virus of evil integrates itself into the host's mind in incremental, unnoticed, insidious steps. Its leukemia of the soul quickly becomes irreversible, leading to the host's destruction. Part of us that thinks any talk about mind parasites is crazy is the very part of us that is taken over by the mind parasite. I'm not sure about that one. I'm gonna be honest. Losing me a little bit. Okay. My bad. I don't know what that was, but it was scary. I'm just noticing the people that have succumbed to the Zen growth around the circumference of this portal. I'm gonna check out these things first before I go any further. What is this exactly? Okay. Can I don't think I can get up there. Okay. Some combine machinery attached to this orb that's floating there. So I am kind of reminded of the Breen Grub alternate reality game. If any of you guys have read the Breen Grub story, it gives the backstory on the Combine advisors. And that's kind of the vibe that this is giving off to me, because we see the grubs that are in their sort of incubation tubes. We see some Combine tech and like a very surreal landscape, and it's talking about mind parasites, sort of like in Breen Grub there was the mind parasite that the Combine used to infect the advisors. I don't think that's an intentional parallel, because I think this is going for more of like a philosophical angle and less of like trying to explore Half-Life. But interesting nonetheless. Is that an eyeball? That's freaky. Gaslighting isn't real, you're just imagining things. Thanks, Vizzies. Okay. You guys ready to go in the scary portal? I'm afraid we're gonna end up like that guy. Ow. Oh. Okay. Lot to take in here. Ah! Oh, birds. This is a Combine heavy wall hammer. It's like he succumbed to the goop as well. Where are we? I mean, look at that. Look at that. Let's get this stuff out of the way. I don't feel very safe here. That's a head crab. I wasn't expecting that so soon. Looks like an ordinal grunt over here as well. Shamans call themselves warriors. They're in a war against the parasite of the mind. You know what these figures remind me of? They remind me of the movie Annihilation. I really like that movie. What is that over there? Do you guys see that? I'm sorry, I'm pointing with my gun. That's not safe. Don't point your gun at something unless you're sure that you want to destroy it. But let me grab my hack tool. See over there? It looks like there's something on the other side of this chasm, but I can't quite make out what it is. There's something up there, too. Hard for me to see, though. These rocks are floating. This whole environment reminds me a lot of Zen, but I'm not ready to say that we are in Zen. I think we might be somewhere else, you know? Something beyond Zen. I do see a Combine structure off in the distance between, I'm not sure if that shows up on stream very well, but in the middle of this ravine, if I look straight through, there's a bridge in the distance. So we'll probably be heading that way eventually. That's the movie I was trying to remember the name of this whole time. Reminds me of that. Really? Oh, did you read the Area X books? I read Annihilation, and I started reading Authority, but I said that weird. I started reading Authority, but I never finished it. After I read Annihilation, I went back and I watched Annihilation, and honestly, the movie didn't really hold up after I had read the book. One of those situations. More of these skeletons. Oh, this is where we came from, right? We teleported from there over to there. I understand now, because those are the advisor pods. I know they might just be antlions. I'm gonna assume that those are Sha'ulathoi advisors in those pods. And now we transported across the gap over here. Where are we supposed to go? Is this the way forward? I assumed that this goes back the way we came. Maybe I should experiment with that. What happens if I go back? Nothing. It's a one-way portal. Boom Donut says, as more so thinking about a short section where you'd be forced to fight enemies with melee weapons because they wouldn't cause an ignition. But I think the reason why Half-Life uses like explosive barrels and tripwires instead of gas is because that's a big rock that just floated past. Sorry, this is very distracting being in VR. It's because those are like discrete elements. Like you can avoid shooting at the barrels, you can avoid shooting at the the trip mines. So there's like an element of skill to it. It's not just like you click your mouse and then the whole place blows up. You have to. There's like there's a presence to it. I'm not saying it's necessarily bad to have like something like what Hunt Down the Freeman tried to do, but I just think there's a reason why Half-Life did it differently. I think I'm supposed to climb down these rocks. Now, I have like an actual fear of heights right now, something that I wouldn't experience at all if this was a flat video game. But being here in VR, it kind of feels like I'm actually here. Just exhilarating.
Right.
Oh, Combine Worker fell down there. Looks like he's still got his gun. What happens if I jump down there? Will that kill me? Is that where I'm supposed to go? What is this? There's like a glowy thing. Is that just... Oh, it's acid. Okay. Not gonna touch that. Am I supposed to go down there? I think I am. Curious what would happen to me if I jump down. Oh, I think I can climb back up, actually. I'm gonna take a leap of faith, guys. No, you know what? I'm not gonna use the jumpy button. I'm gonna actually... Whee! He has a Pulse SMG. I guess they authorized this worker to use biometric weapons. That's kind of interesting. Maybe you're in the Race X planet, said Spike Shark Gaming. That's actually a fun observation. I really wanted to actually depict a Race X planet. Like I thought about that for like Easy 2 add-ons and things, because that's something we've never seen before. John Dock says the same Annihilation book wrote by TF2 Sniper voice actor. No, what? No, because they're different names. Did the TF2 Sniper voice actor write a book called Annihilation? Not the same book, but. I'm curious now. I really like how this, The Great Way uses, like, negative space to create the sense of, like, dread. Like, not knowing what's in that pit, not knowing what's over there. Like, I can't see anything. It's just blackness. So it gives me the sense of, like, vulnerability. Like, I don't know what's out there. I don't know, like, where... Like, the lay of the land, so to speak. Ooh. I love VR, guys. Alive within each of us, our shadow contains the darker, unconscious parts of our personality. None of us stands outside of humanity's dark collective shadow. Domestication virus blinds us to the darkness of our shadow. Another Combine Ordinal over here. I don't think he dropped any ammo, though. I'm just gonna... Here, let's... Oh, I can't move him. I was gonna drop him into the pit. Whew.
It's dark.
Light is of little use if it doesn't illuminate the darkness. I don't have a flashlight, do I? Do I have a flashlight? I think my flashlight is missing. I'd like to imagine the planet Race X originates from would have a jungle-like environment. Yeah, Race X is very bug-like. Oh, I'm so scared right now, guys. Race X is bug-like, and they use biotechnology, so I expect to see a lot of that. Encountering and assimilating our shadow is not for the faint of heart. It involves the disillusionment of our illusions about both the world and ourselves. Our fear evolved in our dark and violent past to keep us living in the present. Those headcrab sounds make me so nervous. Oh. This model is actually the it's actually the Zen jellyfish, which is like a cut creature. Fun, cool Half-Life facts. While I'm in a dark cave surrounded by headcrabs. Over time, our imaginations became so skillful at spotting present danger that this unconscious vigilance within us began to predict the future. We are unconscious of the depth and immediacy of our darkest fear circuitry. I think the narrations are starting to lose me a little bit. I'm like, what does that mean exactly? Chat, what do you think that means? Total Annihilation is the game that he voiced in. The book has a different name. Oh, I see. I don't know if it will come through on stream just how unsettling this environment is to be in. It's time to shine light into the shadows, lest we create which we most fear. They're coming. Ah. Do it, you won't. There we go. Oh, shoot. Where's the flashlight? I thought there was gonna be a flashlight in there. How am I doing on health? Okay, I need my shotgun. I thought there would be a flashlight because it said it's time to illuminate the darkness. It lied to me. There's no flashlight. How do I illuminate the darkness, guys? There's no flashlight in here. Thanks. It's pitch black over there. There's gotta be... Did I miss a flashlight? Do you guys think I missed a flashlight? Wait a minute. Have I been crouching this whole time? It's a scary sound. That looks like a strider leg. You guys see that? Oh, what is that? Okay. Okay, so up there we have a strider. Looks like it's embedded in the rock next to a tree. And then around here there's some combine tech. But up in the sky there's some kind of a mega structure, like two huge like spherical structures with a ring connecting them. First time chat. Oops. Dusky Trust. Oh, best viewers. I should have read the message first, man. I thought that was a real person. Ugh. I don't even have mods to help with that. When we become conscious of the world of darkness, we are empowered to become guardians of our world's light. That's why the first chapter is called Blindness, right? Now, where do I go from here? Oh, up here by the Strider, I'm sure. That's a whole Strider. Oh. I didn't like that. There's a moon. It looks just like Earth's moon. There's also... What is that? We've got at least 3 spheres with some sort of a ring connecting them. I can't tell how large they are. Are they planet-sized? Are they, like, in the atmosphere? Or are they, like... I don't know what I'm looking at. Being this close to a Strider feels really freaky. I'm not used to that. Hello, Strider. I'm afraid it's gonna do the entropy 0 thing and, like, fire its cannon after it's already dead. Please don't. Oh, I've never seen one up close like this before. It's kind of gross. What do you think is their eyes? Is that the eye? Such a weird design. It's just, I'm just gonna carefully, I'm just gonna scooch right on past you.
Oh god, don't go down, don't go down!
Oh, shoot! Oh my goodness.
Ow!
There we go. Got him. Hatred of the other. I don't know if it's fair to call that hatred of the other. He was shooting at me, actually. Your Honor. I'm just minding my own business over here. I wonder what these marks mean. Oh, that's where we were before. It's weird seeing it from this perspective. And I didn't realize there was like a larger stone structure that we were in. I can't really see what's... there's the 3 spheres, but there's like a smoke. This big plume of smoke behind it. I can't tell if there's another sphere in the smoke or what that is. I think there's a mountain. Add bot in your chat? Yeah. Hire mods? Yeah, I don't think so. Maybe some of my friends can get mod permissions, but I wouldn't expect anyone to actively moderate. You hear that? I heard a voice. It was counting. Our bodies are alive. We reside within them. Yet we are not our bodies. We are of spirit, here to learn, to feel, to grow beyond our bodies in this brief time called life, for we are infinite. Looks like this guy was fighting some head crabs. I can see the pieces of the head crab. I also noticed that megastructure has some kind of a... I thought it was like an orb, but it almost looks more like a halo, like a circular, a torus of light. There's also more of those smoke plumes around us. I wonder where we are. Also, what do I do? Maybe through here? I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Shotgun. soundtrack sounds familiar. Have you guys heard this before? Because it reminds me of a couple different things. Birth begins death, a portal of suffering into being. Born sacred, born scared, scarred, we nurse the mother womb. The all-species affliction of unconscious fear in our aloneness. The all-species affliction of unconscious fear in our aloneness. Separation. Separation, the all-species affliction of unconscious fear in our aloneness. Dread haunts us like a ghost, swirling through the shadows of our mind. Blindness and blackness we cry alone, until death returns us to oneness once again. It's an artifact of Halo, yeah. It's kind of the megastructures do remind me of that. That music that we heard reminded me of Annihilation a little bit, but it reminded me a lot of the anime Made in Abyss. It's kind of the vibe. That sense of the unknown, you know? I feel the weight of my soul. Oh, thanks for the healing. Thanks for the healing, Spike Shark Gaming. I can't get to my drink right now, but I will take a sip as soon as I can. I've got some water here. I feel the weight of my soul inside a cage of tired, heavy bones. Oop. Not what I meant to do. Oops. Also not what I meant to do. I wish I could see. I guess that's the point, right? This is feeling very claustrophobic. A child is born, dead, domesticated. Horror beyond imagination. We mourn her passing, blind to her wondrous surrender. For she is free of her corporeal cage. She weaves the fabric of infinity. Oh, loading. Just testing that my floor height is correct. I thought that there was some problem with it. Okay, we're back. Oh, behind me it's just complete darkness again. Take healing. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're right. Sorry, that was take healing in game, right? I did it. Okay. That helped. How's everybody doing? What do you think of the creepy cave? A Strider? Live one. Backpack, oh yeah. And Strider looks like it's working on something. There is a worker up there. Huh. So the Combine are building stuff here. I don't think the Combine are the original builders of the structure though. The stone architecture doesn't line up with what the Combine build. We have what looks like Earth's moon as well as this otherworldly vista. So I don't know where we are. There's trees here, though. I think we need to get to that structure. There's one in that direction, there was one in the other direction, too. And there was one at the place that we were living. Oh, look at this structure. It's clearly not Combine. It reminds me of Halo or something, but it feels like ancient, you know? Okay, you guys ready? I'm gonna jump down there. Whoa. The orb. Are the Combine workers friendly? That's a good question. I mean, I don't think they're hostile because they are armed, but they're not military, you know. But I don't know. I wouldn't trust them. Let me put it that way. I think that's what the narrator called hatred of the other. Looks like the Combine are doing something to this sphere. A worker died over here. Don't mind if I do. That looks like a big drop. Aren't they normal citizens? They are, but you know, some of them are. Well, they're all armed and they are working on Combine structures. I don't know how they would react to seeing me. I guess I can assume that I'm Alyx because I'm using Alyx's voice and I have her hands. So how would these guys react to seeing Alyx in their off-world relocation? I don't know. I'm not sure if they would be hostile. That's a head crab. Looks like these head crabs died. Another portal. Here, let me take care of this. Okay, that didn't work. I was trying to ignite the oxygen tank. What is this? Death rushes forward in reverse, conducting another karmic dance with eternal destiny. These things are protozoans. They were on Zen and Half-Life. You see, he has just hands and not a model of Alyx. Yeah, I think they would freak out if they saw someone who was just hands. Okay, you guys ready? Let's do it. Oh! We're inside the structure. Master Hand from Smash Bros. Exactly. I miss Smash Bros. There's the Strider again. Is it coming this way? No, he's over there. I hear him. Oh, he's working on stuff. I hope that Strider doesn't come over here. This one is probably not armed, but I still don't trust it. Scary. What is that over there? I see a tree and there's something. It looks like a Combine device at the base of the tree. There's two of them. They look like the Combine energy spheres or something. Maybe we can find a way to shut off this force field. I think this is the Vortigaunt homeworld. Ooh. That kind of fits. I mean, I feel like the philosophy of this map is very much in line with what the Vortigaunts say. We have another advisor pod. I'm gonna call it that, even though it's clearly an antlion grub. I wonder what the snarks are meant to represent, though. Are those really snarks, or are those meant to symbolize something, you know? If this button does anything. No. Loot! Oh, I can't open that one. This is one of these all-purpose Combine thingies. Used as like the door breach laser, but they're also used as anything Combine. Here's the structure. This Combine logo having Earth on it feels a little out of place. If that's what that is. Ah, an actual antlion. I'm not going to use this because I'm at full health. think my crouch is kind of like broken. It's like instead of crouching, I have like reverse crouch. Let me quick try to fix that. Yeah, my crouch seems like broken. Wait a minute. Yeah, wait, what? Aligning my myself to the play space here. Okay. There we go, that's better. No, it's not. It's still broken. I seem really tall. I'm not sure why that is. Oh well. Defense field disabled. Okay, so now... Oh. Hi. I thought I already killed that guy. How many times am I gonna have to teach you a lesson, old man? Oh, they're coming, they're coming. Okay. There we go. Got him. I don't know if I'm supposed to go this way. Why would I go this way? This seems like the way we already came. There's that bridge I was commenting on earlier. I was wondering how the whole world looks after the 7-hour war. Yeah, I'd like to see some other countries in Half-Life games. The Combine stationed here are from Earth. Oh, that's a good point. They're human, or were human. Where are the other Combine? I hear them. We shut down the force field. Now we can go over to where that Strider was working. I think I need a long-range weapon here. There, got him. Okay, let's go back for that health. Yeah, I'd love to see more different locations in Half-Life games. This off-world location is amazing, even if we don't have very explicit information about where it is or when or anything. Okay, now I think the crouch is working more the way I expect it to. Oh, I'm still too tall. Yeah. What the... Every time I crouch and uncrouch, I get taller. What the heck happened? That's not right. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's better. I think there's something with the map? Or maybe it's with my VR setup, I'm not sure, but... It keeps making me too tall. I think it's because I used play space move. This seems better. Hi, Hal. You can read the comments with the VR headset? Yes, I can read the comments on my overlay. I pinned an overlay to my left hand, so I can see the comments right here, and you guys cannot see that, so it looks like I'm just staring at the back of my hand. But I can see your comments. Hello. Thanks for watching. I'm playing a Half-Life Alyx map called The Great Way. We just shut down this force field. We're heading towards this big mega structure in the distance, and there's a Strider nearby that's working on some combine machines. We're also learning about some kind of a philosophy. That part is a little bit less clear to me.
Damn it.
Oh. Don't do it. Something happened to the sphere.
Three max left.
That sphere was like completely encased before. Now we're going over here. This combine machinery. This video will be recorded or just streamed. So I multi-stream to Twitch and YouTube will save the VOD permanently. So you can see it on my YouTube channel. But yeah, I'm live streaming it right now. How to get taller with a simple fitness hack. Yeah, I think when I use my play space move, which I have installed for VR chat, I goofed up with the height, the player character height in Alyx. I usually try to turn that off before I start a game like Alyx. I just forget to because I usually always have it on. Play space move is really nice for social VR games. Infestation control. Okay. This must be where the combine soldiers are and the workers are based out of. What? Seriously? All that for one measly magazine? Come on. Okay, we're loading. Let me quick check. See, now my player height is all messed up because I can go through the floor here. Man. This is the first part of the add-on where we're entirely in a combine structure. Oh, there's a rat. Poor rat. Oh. How'd the rat get here? You lagged for a second while talking? Was that while it was loading? Does my voice still sound okay? Yeah, we're back out into the structure. Not the combine structure, the mega structure. Back in the ravine. Death is but a doorway. The first breath is a doorway in the space between. A key. The energy source is constant. The vibration and voice is free. The last breath is a doorway. The soul of life will see. The body is caged, an illusion. The mind is eternal. Unity. Didn't see any text for that one. Oh, they saw me. They saw me. Oh, Barnacle got one of them. Did they see me or did they see that?
What is that?
Wait, this is the soundtrack from a movie. I've heard this before. What movie is it? Uh-oh. Where have I heard this soundtrack before? This is so familiar, like I know I've heard this before. Oh, it's the movie. Oh no. No. This is the movie Arrival. That's where the soundtrack is from. Don't do it. Oh. Yeah, I got it.
Last three.
There's a barnacle around here. I saw it drag up a soldier. It's up there. Oh! It's also up there. I guess I better kill that one to get the ammo back. Oh, never mind. More advisor pods down there. I'm pretty low on health. You guys still with me? Sorry if I was kind of loud. It's easy to get too immersed in VR. Russell's voice. I didn't think Russell was involved in this. Look at the trip mine. Still kicking. What's wrong, Vizzies? What do you guys think about this so far? What are your opinions on the philosophy of the Great Way? The devil has always hated the truth. It looks so cool. Yeah. I'm really blown away by this environment. This is really, I think it's, I love the kind of, oh, we get to see the spheres a little better from over here. I guess those are like moons. I like the otherworldliness of it. Like, it's kind of scratching an itch for, like, Metroid Prime kind of content. I don't think I'll be able to disarm this one. Maybe if I kind of scooch over here. Ah!
Alyx!
Ow. Okay, guys, what do you want to bet there's autosaves in this? Okay, 9:38. It's currently 9:41. Okay, so we lost a few minutes. That was the first time I died. How do you guys feel about VR streams compared with regular mods? You know, does it feel more interesting to watch or less interesting? I don't have reactions or things like that. Forget it. I'm running out of patience for these things. Well, the text, yeah, it still shows up. It's funny. VR is very cool. I agree. I'm not a bright man. All this Vortigaunt philosophy goes over my head. In terms of map design, it looks stellar. I'm kind of with you. It's like, I don't know if I'm entirely able to grasp what the author is getting at. But that's okay. I'm still enjoying it.
Steady.
This area is dangerous. Oh, I hurt myself. Enderzilla. Oh, hi, Enderzilla. They're about the same. The novelty of VR makes up for the lack of live one-up reaction. I was wondering about that. You know, someday I'd like to stream with like a VRM model. I guess that would make me a VTuber. What do you guys think about that? That would be like a 3D model that shows like my reaction to stuff in the game. I've also been told I could just turn a webcam on while I'm in VR. I think it would look... Ah! Oh my goodness. What?
Alyx!
What? Did you guys see him there? Oh no. Yep, that's what happened. That's me. Just looking around on Discord right now. Wait, quick. Pull up my Twitch. Wow, what an amateur. Yeah, you're right. How are you doing tonight? How's it going? I'm waving. I'm waving at the environment. Can't believe I didn't see that coming. You're right. Bro got ambushed mid-sentence. I was monologuing. I was talking to chat. You can't do that to me. The devil has always hated the truth.
Steady.
Okay.
So this is the Great Way. It's a map for Half-Life Alyx. It's supposed to be very, like, philosophically inspired. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to feel about the narrations going through it, but the environments are really blowing my mind. Just, it's such a, like, otherworldly, surreal kind of experience. I have to watch out for these. We also have to watch out for those. Whoa, hey. He thought he could pull a fast one on me again.
Three left.
No, I lost my supplies. I want to try VTuber on my streaming too, but I can't find a 2D artist to make my OC. Yeah, making models is like crazy complicated. I don't have any first-hand experience of that, but I've heard about it. It can be expensive too. I'm totally gonna detonate this if I try to get around it. Okay. Wish me luck, chat. Wish me luck. Oh no, that's gonna detonate. I can't really. Oh my goodness. No, that's gonna detonate. What if I just like try really carefully to? What if I like crawl under it? Okay, I'm gonna save. This is making me nervous. Save. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna actually crawl on the floor to get under this trip mine. Let's do it. Let's just carefully. Carefully. I think we made it. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh, it's plants. It's the first, like, natural, well, earth natural plant life that we've seen in this environment. I guess there's been the mushrooms, but I think those are like alien mushrooms. Limbo. My favorite track from Half-Life Alyx is Ashtray. I'm not familiar with that one. It plays during the weird apartment section. Oh yeah, I know which one you're talking about. That's a trip mine. Looks like it hasn't been planted yet. Same here. Oh, wait, I can actually deploy these myself. I don't know if I want to. Do you guys think that the stream is too loud? I'm curious because it sounds very loud from my perspective. Not sure if there's going to be anything over here. We get a good view of these planets. Now, for the first time, I can see it unobscured. I guess those are like moons around this world that we're on. I still don't know if we're on the surface of a planet or if we're in like sort of a Zen-like asteroid, like a big rock. No, you good. Glad to hear. I was a little worried because it's like it sounded really loud in my ears. Of course, now it got quiet. Welcome. I do with this trip mine? Holding a bomb. So let me just, oop. Making me nervous, but okay. Welcome. That looks like a pattern we saw earlier. Contaminated area. Wonder if that means contamination like the mind virus it was talking about earlier. These pillars are the same pillars from the beginning. What's over here? Oh, we have more, like, terrestrial vegetation. This is just like a regular tree. Well, I mean, actually kind of a low poly tree when I look at it up close, but still. Looks like there's stuff from Earth that made its way to this world, wherever we are. Try to lower down the game for a bit? Okay. You mean lower it down for my sake, or for the stream? Because I don't mind it being loud. I just want to make sure that it's not, like, overpowering. I think that the sphere wants me to jump in. It looks like one of those portals down there. It says welcome. Should I jump in? Yeah, I'm not super worried about the game. I see that cube shape. I saw that earlier, too. Jump in. Let's go. Something happened. Oh! To the other side. Ah, welcome to the other side. This is one of these things from earlier. I guess these are portals, but they're like receiving portals. There's another one over there. This architecture is really interesting because it's not Combine. Earlier I said it looks ancient, but it really doesn't look ancient. It looks like concrete. But it's like very brutalist, minimalist kind of. That looks like it could be hot. I'm not going to touch that. I wonder if there's a way through this force field. Oh. Hello, head from Prometheus. A little bit ominous. What happens if I touch the boiling water? Does that hurt me? No, it doesn't. Come on in, the water is great. I think there's a path through here. I can also see through the edge of the map. That seems unintentional. Whoops. The illusion is broken. Oh, oops. You guys think I was supposed to get out here? I don't think I was supposed to get out there. Seems like a mistake. This, on the other hand, seems normal. What is that? Is there just... there's a rock. A rock moving out along the ground. So strange. That mountain range over there looks kind of like the mountains from the beginning. I wonder if we're still in the same world as before. The Prometheus lore is they were made because humans... Oh yeah, I remember that theory, actually. From back when Prometheus came out. Prometheus is fun, but it's such a weird move. You guys see that? It's not just me, right? He's like a ghost trying to escape from this skeleton tree. What happens if I touch it? Yeah. Another portal. Complete darkness. I'm gonna go through the portal. I am form, longing for formlessness. Boom Donut says, you can chalk those two things up to this being an alien planet. Yeah, you're right. Sometimes the alien planet has glitches. Light. So there was a chapter called Shadow, and now there's a chapter called Light. A combine turret? What? What? Whoa. Are we at the top of the structure? Is that where we are?
Also, I feel like I'm... Oh, the bug is happening again. The bug that makes me tall. I hate it when
when the game makes me tall. Okay, I think close enough to normal. Etymology, Toltec. From the Toltec perspective, everything we believe about ourselves, everything we know about our world is a dream. The inside dreamer, your consciousness, the psyche, you. The outside dreamer, societal systems, culture, Maya, Mitote, the veil of Brahman. We are born into a waking dream as dreamers. They domesticate our minds, bodies, and spirits until we lose sight of the dream beyond the horizon of our domestication. I'm having a hard time understanding exactly what they're trying to say. It sounds very nice, but I don't know. I watched Alien Earth yesterday. Interesting enough so far. I watched Alien Earth as well with Ohio, if you're still in the chat. I feel weird calling you that. Usernames. But Enderzilla, if you watched Alien Earth, did you see the part with, this maybe spoilers, but did you see Sid the Sloth? When I saw Sid the Sloth, I laughed so hard, I couldn't breathe. I had to get up off of the couch because, like, my diaphragm just, like, wouldn't move because I was just laughing so hard. Tears were streaming down my face. That was the funniest, unintentionally the funniest thing I've ever seen. You didn't see Sid the Sloth? No, I'm talking about, like, in episode 2, where they do the fade in of, the brother characters are, like, remembering watching Ice Age with his sister, and so Sid the Sloth just appears on the screen. You're gonna wait for it all to come out? Yeah, sorry if I spoil. That's not exactly a major plot point or anything, but, that's fair. I kind of enjoy watching it weekly, you know? I don't really binge watch things, so I like to see the episodes as they come out. I'm gonna quick try to fix the height bug a second, because I'm like a little bit too tall. I think if I go over to space drag and I reset my play space, it made me taller. Okay. Maybe if I just let the game figure out my height, I won't be too tall. Yeah, because now it seems I'm still a little tall. Now it's at least not doing the bug where it makes me really tall. Seeing Earth in the movie canon has shattered my Blade Runner shared universe perception. Yeah, I was thinking about that. It didn't really do it for me, but it does feel a little bit more, more like they wanted it to look like the modern day compared with Blade Runner. But it still kind of feel like they're both cyberpunk. This is clearly the turret model from Half-Life 2. Which is weird to see like this. You've been conditioned to reflexively close in response to life since kindergarten. Your heart, your mind, your mouth. When you close your heart, you hide in the darkness within you. There is no light. There is no freedom. There is no love. There's a force field preventing me from entering this portal. It says, I am longing for formlessness, stretched out all the way back to the portal. I wonder where I'm supposed to go. Oh, there's something over here. In our human domestication system, the outside dreamer teaches the inside dreamer how to be a human. Children in our culture are domesticated the same way we domesticate a dog, a cat, or any other animal. In order to teach the dog, we punish and give it rewards. This is how we formulate our young minds. At school, at home, in church, through movies, podcasts, social media, and TV, you are molded to become an autonomous, self-domesticating system. The information from the outside dreamer is conveyed to the inside dreamer, creating your entire conscious and unconscious belief system. You learn to stop asking questions. You accept the domestication system as it is. You domesticate your own children to the outside dreamer's system. We are not aware that we are not free. Domestication virus completely blinds us to the darkness of our personal and socio-cultural shadows. Domestication virus makes you believe that the dark dream outside of you is the only dream that is real. We forget the inside dream. We forget that we ourselves are dream creators, the dreamers of the dream. The waking dream you are living is your creation. It is your perception of reality that you can change at any time. You have the power to create hell, and you have the power to create heaven. Why not use your mind to dream a different dream than the hell we are given? Why not use your mind, your imagination, and your emotions to dream a heaven through how you choose to live your life? I have some thoughts. I don't know if I should editorialize this or not. I'm like... This is the part that I like. Now, I feel like there's very different ways to take this. Like, some people believe in manifestation, that, like, if you think something hard enough, it will become real, and I have some issues with that. Doesn't really work, right? But I think this idea of, like, we create our own reality works better, like, understood metaphorically. Like, a lot of times I find myself sort of like living in situations that I create with thought patterns. It's like I think about things in a certain way. I think like this happened because of this, and this was what I wanted to happen, or maybe it went like this, and we create like structures and narratives around the world around us. But even though the world we can't necessarily change, the narratives we absolutely can change. So I feel like there's some resonance of this with me where I'm like, yeah, like we create the dream, we dream the dream when we create the narrative underpinnings of how we understand what happened. But that doesn't mean that we can manifest anything. Like, it doesn't work if you take it literally. Vizzy says, why do I feel like this will become anti-natalist? Yeah, I'm kind of worried. I'm like, is this going to get spicy? Is this going to like go off the rails? Because it's kind of, it's getting a little out there. I'm not so sure about it. Spike Short Gaming says, what's the difference between AR1 and AR2? I don't feel like that's super relevant to the situation at hand, but there is no Combine AR1. The AR1 in Half-Life 2 was going to be the, just like the AK-47. Combine AR1 in the mod Progenitors is going to be the OICW from the beta. It'll be cool. In canon, if you will, there's no such thing. Don't worry about it. If we compare the dream of human society with the description of hell that religions all around the world have promulgated, we find that they are exactly the same. Religions say that hell is a place of punishment, a place of fear, pain, and suffering, a place with a fire that burns you. Fire is generated by the emotions that come from fear. We are living in a dream of hell. This is where I feel like the underpinnings of this add-on are falling apart for me a little bit. I'm like, religions all around the world have promulgated a view of hell, it says. Have they? Like, different religious systems have very different ideas of, like, even whether or not there is an afterlife, let alone is there a hell. It seems like they're talking about a very particular model of hell from certain kinds of Christianity. It doesn't really seem like they're talking about all religions, and saying that hell is a place of punishment, a place of fear, pain, and suffering. Like, what? We're living in a dream of hell. Like, okay, I guess I kind of get it, because it's like the previous thing was saying we create reality with our own, like, narratives that we build around the world, our perceptions. This is saying that we're choosing to perceive it as hell, but, like, I don't know. I'm not vibing with this. I don't know. What do you guys think? Will this become antinatalist? I hope not. I'm not equipped to deal with, like, extreme content on stream, like ideologies and stuff. We learn to judge ourselves, judge other people, judge the neighbors, all based on how well we adhere to this domesticated dreamer's belief system. The outside dream is not a pleasant dream. It is a dream of violence, a dream of fear, a dream of war, a dream of injustice. Okay. If you want to free yourself, you must first become conscious enough to understand your predicament. As it is right now, your life is not your own. It belongs to the inner voices, the psyche, the domesticated mind. Relax into the seat of the witness. Release the hold that the domesticated mind has on you. That is the way out. Okay, I kind of see where they're going with this a little more. This is sort of like, it's very like, Eastern philosophy, kind of like, a little bit like Buddhism. It's like, release your attachments. It's like Star Wars. You are not your thoughts. You are aware of your thoughts. You are not your emotions. You feel your emotions. You are not your body. You look at it in the mirror and experience this world through its senses. You are the conscious being, deep inside, behind your senses. You are the silent one, aware that you incessantly talk to yourself about yourself. She is always silent. It's interesting, like, thinking about consciousness. That's really what it's saying, is like, the thing that we should... This is really like prescribing. It acts like it's describing, but it is prescribing. You can create whatever abstractions you want to model yourself, but what it's saying we should do is see ourselves as our consciousness, as the silent observer, not the part that's talking to ourselves. And I think there is a comfort that you can get from that, as seeing yourself as only your consciousness and not attaching yourself to your conscious inner voice. I get what it's getting at. What do you guys think about this? Enderzilla says, last week I had this wacky idea that the Vortigons don't have a hive mind, but are all one soul controlling many bodies. Isn't that a hive mind? What would the difference be? I'm the voice in my meat puppet. Well, this is saying that you're not the voice. This is saying that you are the perception. And I don't know. Like, I don't know if that's, like... I don't know. What do you think, chat? I think I associate myself the most with my inner voice, not with the perception. Who sees when you see? Who hears when you hear? Who watches the dreams? Who looks at the image in the mirror? Who is it that is having all these experiences? Ramana Maharshi. Wake up? Oh, I see. The force field is down. I am form-longing formlessness. I guess we should wake up. Oh, I expected that to be a portal transition, but we have to kind of slide our way through this one. look at the statues. The angles here and just the general aesthetic of this sort of like concrete, brutalist, but still kind of futurist kind of feeling place makes me think of Mass Effect. This reminds me of the planet Ilos, I think it was called, from the end of the first Mass Effect game, where you find the Prothean statues. You were born of stardust. Think about what that means. The universe is an atomic mirror of the DNA inside your heart. The universe is an atomic mirror of the DNA inside your heart. That doesn't make a lot of sense. I like the "you're a stardust" line, though. Gazing out into the universe is like looking into an evolutionary mirror that reflects your ancestry outside of time. Ancestry outside of time. I don't know. I feel like my commentary on the actual text of this add-on has not been of a high enough quality. Like, I don't know if I was mentally prepared to comment on the actual philosophy behind this. You know, I should have brushed up on different philosophies, especially like Eastern philosophy. I should have tried to read up a little bit more on like Buddhism and Hinduism. But I mostly came into this as like, I'm gonna play a Half-Life Alyx mod. So I'm sorry if a lot of my comments sound really dumb or obtuse. I'm just like, I don't know. I don't have the background right now in mind to be able to comment on it. Is YouTube and Twitch chat together? Yes. Yeah, I can see them together. Although I haven't been looking at YouTube chat as much. They should both appear on screen for you guys. I think the best way to approach the content of this add-on would be if I didn't try to say anything about what the text says until the end. Give myself time to process it, which I did not do. Beyond you, we begin, a reverberating, ever-expanding echo of mind. Cease to be I again. A grenade. I'll hold on to this for now. I think there'll probably be more Combine around here. Only Twitch chat is on the screen, not YouTube. According to what I can see, there hasn't been any YouTube chat for the past, at least, maybe like 15 minutes. So I don't think we're okay. I'm not worried about it. Oh, look at that statue. Oh, I hope Jeff from Half-Life Alyx doesn't show up. I am one with the universe, within, without. I am the Godhead, I am the All-Mind. We are one with the universe, within, without. We are evolution, we are All-Mind. There's a Strider that's down there that's been destroyed. Looks like this place is a little bit worse for wear. I don't think this is all from, I mean, the fire is kind of a giveaway, but this isn't all just damage over time. Like, something happened here. Looks like the Strider was fighting something and was taken down here. I wonder what was able to kill a Strider. There's another dead Strider earlier, too. Lambda equals h over p. Lambda is the wavelength, h is Planck's constant, p is the momentum of a particle. Not sure what I'm supposed to take from that. Look at this place, though. This feels like a VR chat world. Just the abstract, like, surreal shapes. My name is Jeff. Yeah, not that Jeff. Oh, I dropped it. Oh. Okay. I am mind facing consciousness eternally. Mind am I. I am mind eternally conscious facing mind am I. Okay, I thought maybe if I read it backwards it would make sense, but no, clearly not. You are not human mind. You are all mind. We are all one mind. I am all mind. Time-independent form. I don't recognize that equation. Time-dependent form. I'm sure these equations mean something relevant to what's going on. I became who I was before I was I. I am that I am. Oh. Two-hour stream. Yeah, probably more than that. I'm gonna keep playing until I finish this as best as I can. Oh, right. Forgot to set the force field down. What am I doing? Silly me. Okay. I've got a feeling there's going to be Combine around here. I knew it, I knew it, I knew it. Another sphere. Ordinal. Ouch. I went to the washroom for a bit. What did I miss? There was a room with equations. It was like a very rectangular room with these platforms and an infinite drop. And there were equations, and it ended with a reference to the Bible. It said, I am that I am. I don't really know what any of that meant, but it was something. Did you miss the area with the Strider that was taken out? That might have been the case too. Earlier we were in this big vertical space. It looked like sort of Mass Effect kind of environment with these big angled ceilings and sort of like a brutalist multi-floored walkway. And apparently a Strider had been taken out in that environment. It crashed into some statues and was on fire. Don't really know what that was about either. Oh, look at those trees. The sun, look at that. Are we back on Earth? I don't think this is Earth, but it doesn't look like we're on the same planet we were on before. Oh, pop in. I really think that I should have tried to abstain from commenting on the story until the very end, because I feel like this is something that takes time to process. I think I'm going to look back on my comments while I was playing and think, wow, that's really dumb, that's really obtuse. I'm not going to get what the author was getting at until afterwards. Or maybe I won't. Maybe afterwards I'll think, oh, that really didn't make any sense. I don't know. Chat, has your consciousness expanded yet? What up, have you played TF2 mods? I played on modded servers way back, but I haven't played any of the new TF2 mods like TF2 Classic. I'm very interested in them, though. I'm hearing good things about them. I probably did. I think I left at the start of the Brutalist Vertical. Yeah. So there was a Strider that was taken out over there, but we didn't see any Striders moving around, so we don't know what happened to that Strider. Another one of these cubes. This almost looks like a depiction of a hypercube, you know, a 4-dimensional shape in 3 dimensions. Oh, I almost fell. Oh boy. I have not forgotten. I am air, I am water, I am light.
Last 3.
Got him. I don't remember if we've been down there before. I think you're on a different Earth. That's a good observation. Because this... I'm thinking about the story way too literally, right? Because I keep talking about, like, oh, are we on Zen? Are we on Earth? But the whole story is about how reality is an outside dream as opposed to the inside dream. So everything is just perception. And we're not necessarily in any reality or on any planet. We're in what we're in, you know? Like, all of those ideas are just ways of us modeling our perceptions. These are just perceptions. They don't need to be on any given planet. I still like to think that that was like the Vortigaunt homeworld or something, because I, you know, like to nerd out about that stuff. But I don't think that's what the author is going for. It feels almost like we're in a void here. Oh, I was worried I was going to fall. This looks almost like a combine structure. You are so much more powerful than you realize. You have the power to affect quantum change in our world. Oh, I hope this isn't going to be like some, like, manifestation, the secret thing. A quantum conscious being can envision both the light and dark paths forward in our shared world. Quantum change is created by us choosing to observe our world through its possibility for transformation, evolution, light, and love. Will you approach our world through fear or with love? What are these? Oh. I know what it wants me to do. Will you approach our world with fear or with love? No. Hi, bro. It lied. It lied. Come on. Are you kidding me? Pew says, I can't believe my favorite VTuber follows you now. Yeah. Welcome, Pew. Pew, did you think that they were not going to shoot me because the philosopher said you can choose to approach the world with love or with fear? Because that's what I thought. My consciousness hasn't expanded, although that may be in part due to me leaving midstream to use the toilet. Yeah, you missed the consciousness expanding part. I'm a little bit irritated by that, to be honest. Like, how, like, are you telling me that the narrator says you can choose between love and hate, and then it brings up a bunch of enemies, and then it's expecting me to just gun them down? Like, what? No, that's obviously saying, okay, you are so much more powerful than you realize. You have the power to affect quantum change in our world. A quantum conscious being can envision both the light and dark paths forward into our shared future. quantum change is created by us choosing to observe our world through its possibility for transformation, evolution, light, and love. Will you approach our world through fear or with love? You're lying to me. I thought approaching the world with love meant I wouldn't attack the enemies and they wouldn't attack me, but you were wrong. Maybe this is really saying that this is a bad lens through which to view reality. You know, you're like, oh, I'm a conscious being. I'm a quantum consciousness. I can envision reality, and then you just get shot and die. Is that what it's saying? I think it's saying you can choose fear or love, but you cannot choose the outcome. Yeah, that's true. I can see why you'd think they wouldn't shoot you. Hi, bro. Die. The Combine chose fear. Okay, I'm going to try this again. I'm going to try to, like, walk through without catching their attention. I'm going to choose love. I'm not going to shoot you guys. I'm just going to walk on through. We must aim our attention in the direction we wish to manifest our reality. I beg within, shining light onto the roots of my shadow. I seed love and light from my soul. I wish to manifest a light, beautiful, green, and loving world. Green. We're going to hop in this portal. I think that was actually a bug. Okay, that guy is just shooting me. Ow. Grand illusion is created through how we perceive what truly is within the confines of the reality we already know. I feel like shooting at them now feels weird because I thought I was going to manifest love. I was trying to manifest love. Okay, okay, chat, let's manifest hate. I thought this was going to be like a cool, like, you chose the right path, kind of like a Return of the Jedi kind of moment. You know, Luke throwing his lightsaber away. But alas, no, it's just, you just die.
Alex?
That seems
Alex!
very anti the theme that they're going for. Come on. Murder. Kill. Flatline. Okay. So we're just gonna bunny hop through this. And then... I'm gonna manifest hate and fear. He's shooting a shotgun at me. Oh no, oh no. Okay.
Ow!
I'm gonna manifest hate with fear. Okay, I missed. Ah, man, I died.
Alex?
Thanks for the healing. I gotta take some sips. I'm gonna drink some water here a second. Just grab some water. Excuse me. I've been at this for a long time. I want to finish it tonight, though. Spec Ops, the line type choices. Yeah, exactly. There's no right path and death is inevitable. I feel betrayed. Okay, we're just going for it. We're manifesting hate with fear. Hostile weapons free, he says. I like how in traditional first-person shooter games...
He left.
3 left. In traditional first-person shooters, you're always, like, aiming at the target. You know, it's like you're always gonna, like, look at the target. Either with hip firing or you're, like, aiming down sights. But in VR, a lot of times you're, like, trying to stay in cover and blind fire. It's like, I know the enemy is over there. I don't really care if I hit them or not. I'm just gonna go... that's something that only really works in VR or in third-person cover shooters sometimes. Don't forget to heal in game. Yeah, I would, but I'm actually out of healing items. Maybe there's some healing items over here. There is actually. Okay. Okay. Are we ready? I guess we haven't quite evolved our consciousness enough to manifest love. So we have to deal with this first. The grand illusion is created through how we perceive what truly is within the confines of the reality we already know. Ow. Ow.
Alex?
I'd blind fire from cover IRL too. I don't want to get shot. Exactly. I mean, it's not safe to do that. You need to know your target and what's behind it, right? Don't forget to save. Dies. Don't forget to save. Bye. Where'd the other one go? Oh, there he is. Hey, excuse me. Are you willing to manifest love? Maybe he is. Okay. Okay. Ow, 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 ow.
Alex?
Okay, he was not willing to manifest love. I need to stop dying, guys. I'm sorry. I have this weird aversion to bullets. They just don't agree with me. I know exactly what you mean, Pew. Pew, this is a mod called The Great Way for Half-Life Alyx. It's supposed to be more like philosophical. It reminds me a lot of some exploration VR chat worlds, like Organism, that kind of thing. But it's like mixing that with Half-Life Alyx. What's another good, like, sort of art world in VR chat that's similar? Organism is the one I always think of, or like Olympia. But there's also, there's a lot of them. I just can't think of any names right now. Looks really cool. Yeah, I love that kind of vibe. Exploration worlds in VR chat are really their own form of art. Yeah, I agree. Ritual. I don't know if I've played that one. Gordon, don't forget to save. Yeah, I'll save now. Now that I finished that encounter. Okay. So this one is difficult because he can shoot through the edge of the dome, not all the way through the dome. Oh man, I dropped my grenade. Right. Did that get him? I didn't get the shotgunner. I think that might have gotten the ordinal. Okay. Okay, I think I got him. Oh, that was tough. See, we're still trapped in the outside dream chat. That's why we had to fight these guys. Oh, there's a lot of health items here. We just need to, like, let the inside dreamer free, and then we won't need to fight because we can manifest love. Save. That's a good point. We are cells in a larger matrix of mind. We misunderstand what we cannot perceive. We cannot see. We must open wider to know all. Hearts, minds, souls. One organismic planet, planting consciousness, turns to face Earth, knowing. We spend our lives asleep in a maelstrom of hurry, worry, and waste. We separate our hearts from our kin. We resist life, fighting what we cannot control. We unconsciously choose to live through conflict consciousness, fear, scarcity, heterophobia, war. We forget what we truly are. We betray our essence. We must remember we are love. I don't like that word heterophobia, what they mean is xenophobia, and they defined it earlier as like, oh, fear of the other. But nobody would use that word to describe that. I think it's kind of pretentious for them to make a new word to try to describe. They could have said xenophobia, and that would have already meant what they were trying to say. But no, I appreciate the sentiment. I recognize the top of that structure from earlier. We must be at the top of one of those towers, right? Oh, I can't step out here. There's like an invisible wall preventing me from escaping. This doesn't look quite right. Clearly the Combine have been building into the structure. What are these? Look at these little lights. And there's no source of light inside it. It's just this wooden structure. It's kind of cool. I don't know. I like the atmosphere. This also looks like a surface of water here. Oh. We are love. Tell that to the other two guys. Yeah. I thought you've been in Ritual. I really recommend it. Is that a world that we've been to, Pew? Maybe I have. I have a very bad memory of things that happen in VR. In an uncertain world, we claim certainty that the cause of our troubles is outside of rather than within ourself. The demonization of others is only possible when we fail to recognize the demon within ourselves. Speaking of the demon within ourselves, hello, Combine. Oh, shoot. Where are they getting me from? Oh, there's a guy up there. That's what... I don't have any grenades left. Got me.
Alex? Alex, you still there?
Uncertain world, we claim certainty that the cause of our troubles is outside of rather than within ourselves. Demonization of others is only possible when we fail to recognize demon within ourselves. got him. The manhack is still there. Ow.
That's four. Last minute.
Oh, it's the structure. I see. I had never seen before. I feel. I had never felt before. I know who I was before. I feel like I'm, maybe getting brainwashed? It's like the, Within Cells from, Blade Runner. Within cells interlocked. Within cells interlocked. I love this architecture though. They're like these like circular cutouts. It feels like I'm in like it's like an ancient stone version of a McDonald's place, like the tubes. The worst way I could have possibly explained that. I'm sorry. How are you guys doing? How are you holding up? Has your consciousness been expanded yet? Buddy.
3 shells left.
No, your consciousness has not been expanded. This is what Big Brother's McDonald's would look like. Oh, we got some infestation in here. Another victim of the Zen goop is here. The Combine has wiped out all sources of food other than the alien McDonald's. Oh no. Oh no. Hello. Hi. Oh, there's a civil protection officer here. That's weird. How did he get here? You'd think the civil protection would only be in the cities on Earth. And there's one in this dreamscape. I guess this really isn't another planet. It's a, you know, it's an outer dream of some kind. Perception is reality. What is this? A steaming skull. It's kind of scary. Another civil protection officer. No, this one is a worker. Looks like he's got some kind of growth on him, and his skull has sort of escaped his head. Reminds me of Annihilation a lot. Oh heyo, if you're still here. I feel weird every time I call you that. Have you seen Annihilation? Movie for the movie list. We're watching Annihilation. Entering the shimmer, exactly. Whoa, 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 whoa. This is kind of cool. Something about the surface of this water that feels so unnatural. I don't think it's really water. We are the earth. What surrounds us is us. It shapes us as we shape it. What is that? These particles. Only watching it if there are 10 sequels at least? What? There's no sequels, there's only one Annihilation, but then there's 2 more books, if that counts. Hugh says that's goop, not water. You're right, that's the goop. Gotta stay out of the goop. I've watched Prometheus. The black blood of the earth. Yeah, exactly. Can you forget what you think you know? Good question. I don't think I can, actually. Hands holding this orb. What does that shape mean? Kind of reminds me of those moons with the ring. But if there's only one sphere here and one... What is that, a half? Not even half, but the... What would you call that shape? It's a disc. It's a flat cylinder, but with a cutout. I kind of want like a fountain like this. That would be cool. It's like an artificial waterfall. Wow. It would be fun to make a map like this, because I struggle a lot with mapping, because I always feel like my environments aren't very realistic, but if I wasn't trying to be realistic, maybe it would be easier to come up with something compelling. That's the icosahedron from Half-Life Alyx. Okay, I think that has some lore relevance here, because the icosahedron was what the Combine used to contain the G-Man. So here... they're using something similar on one of the spheres. There's another destroyed Strider up there. I left a grenade over there. I could really use that grenade right about now. Okay. Oh, shoot. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, that didn't work. Okay. Ah, he got me.
Alex?
This map feels like you're exploring the mind of an artist on some good stuff. It does feel like that. It kind of reminds me of a game called The Beginner's Guide. The Beginner's Guide was like a game. It was by the creators of the Stanley Parable, and it was like a meta-narrative about this guy who kept trying to make small games or maps and never finished any of them. And you play through the person's maps to try to like understand who they were. And this is like that, but a little bit like less meta. Like there is still a narrative to this map, kind of. Okay, I didn't throw that very well. I was afraid to throw that as hard as I could because I'm afraid I'm going to punch my ceiling. I've done that before. Ah, they got me.
Alex?
I should not have played this on hard mode. I'm sorry, guys. What if I rush him with the shotgun? I feel like that'll do it. What time is it? It's almost 11 p.m. I'm starting to feel really worn out because playing in VR is more strenuous than playing a flat game, especially while streaming. Although I haven't been as attentive to the chat as I normally am. By the way, I completely forgot. Oh no, I need you guys to warn me if there are any raids or follows so I can properly thank people. I don't think there have been, but I'm not going to be able to see it as well as I normally can. Let's try to rush this guy with a shotgun. Hello. Hi.
4 shells left.
That was a lot more effective.
I'm out.
Interested in this icosahedron. What's it doing? What's it containing? Just gonna hold on to this grenade. You think there's an entire universe inside that sphere? Is that what this is? Are we in the higher dimensional reality in which our reality is a shadow projection of? Could be. What killed that Strider? We've seen so many dead Striders, but I haven't seen anything capable of taking down a Strider yet. I have a very ominous feeling right now. I saw you get 110 followers. Nice. Wait, did someone else follow? Oh yeah, BMP Alt followed me. I'm sorry. Thank you, BMP Alt. I'm sure you're gone by now. The temporal gargantua killed the Striders. Maybe. I mean, this is sort of a... This entire place is a temporal anomaly. Evil, simply put, is anti-life. Life turning against itself. Live spelled back. I'm trying to take this seriously. I know I was goofing off a little bit earlier, but like, live spelled backwards. That is evil. You're right. It's so silly. It feels so ominous to stand next to the giant stone head. I don't know, it just feels like I shouldn't be here or something. Creepy. I got grenades. Dog spelled backwards is God. Exactly. Oh, this is another one of these portals that isn't a level transition. What is this? It looks like... Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, shoot. Oh, man.
Alex!
Ow. Almost dropped my grenade. It's hard to throw the grenades because I don't know if I'm going to punch my ceiling. Oh yeah, I totally am going to punch my ceiling, by the way. That was not good.
Three more. 3 more.
There's something about the blood splatter on that blank void that feels so ominous. back here. This is where we were before, or something similar. Maybe it's a different place. Infinite. For we are not separate, we are one. What surrounds us is us. There is no space between us. I think that's something the Vortigaunt said. There's no distance between us. There's no space between us. The air I release is the same air you share with the trees. The rivers, valleys, mountains, and clouds all animate through the shared elements we both contain, sustain, and release in our death. All mountains crumble, every tree falls. Entropy of matter recycles the energy of us all. We are enmeshed within the continuum of energetic expressions of form and animation. We have all moved as one since the beginning of all. Air, water, fire, earth, space, flesh, we are all beautiful expressions of the universal essence of consciousness and are bound to the umbilical cord that networks us to the deep womb of creation itself. We cannot be separated from this truth, not in life, separation, consciousness, nor death. We, as conscious beings, is beyond... We, as conscious beings, are beyond the framework of linear time. We are of multidimensional, incarnational, transconscious, simulational origin. We are of source. We are a reverberating, ever-expanding echo of the All-Mind. We are infinite. Since birth, we've been conditioned to perceive our world through the lens separation. Since birth, we've been conditioned to perceive our world through the lens separation. You, me, us, them, friend, enemy, mine, yours. This served as a survival purpose in a simpler time. However, we've now outgrown the civilizational container that our divided consciousness model can afford us on this planet. We're trapped in the clutches of our contracted, clawing, fearful, and blind consciousness, who naively refuse to see the solid bounds of its Gaian enclosure. This programming's hold on us is so complete, we've become blind to the savage lines we carve across the flesh of our shared humanity. Class, income, neighborhood, border, rank, status, worth, power, other, xenophobia, war. Separation consciousness tells us that we are different than our neighbors. That there is a division between the energy that animates my heart and yours, but truly, deeply within, we are one, we are continuous. I like that. The spelling error at the beginning kind of tripped me up a little bit. I also think there's this interesting parallel between this monologue and one of Dr. Breen's speeches in Half-Life 2. And that undermines the message a little bit for me, because what Dr. Breen says is meant to be interpreted as not something to be taken seriously. Like he's wrong when he says things like we've outgrown our cradle is a word that Dr. Breen says, and this sounds very similar to that, but I don't think this is meant to be interpreted the same way. Is this the ending? It could be. It could be the ending. I don't know yet. I think we have to drop down here. Infinity. The seed self-sown in the indeterminates forfeits its glory of divinity, concealing the omnipotence of its force, concealing the omnipotence of its soul. An agent of its own transcendent will, it merges knowledge in the inconscient deep, accepting error, sorrow, death, and pain. It pays the ransom of the ignorant night, redeeming by its substance nature's fall. There's a quotation. I'm not sure if I'm going to pronounce that name right, but it's Sri Aurobindo. Who are you? Behind your name, behind your body, behind your thoughts, behind your personality, back, way back in where we are, Ram Dass. Every person you meet is a mirror through which you can see and know your humanity more deeply. The more this reflection resembles our shadow, the more threatened we feel. Our shadow hates all the ways that he is and is not what she sees in the mirror. We must stop comparing and start completing each other. I like that. When the last tree is cut, the last fish is caught, the last river is polluted, when When to breathe the air is sickening, you will realize too late that wealth is not in bank accounts and you can't eat money. Alanis Abom Sorry. This feels a little bit out of, like, it's a different theme. A little bit inconsistent with the rest of what these quotations are about, you know? Because this one is about environmentalism. And everything else so far has been about consciousness. Music here is good. Always love a good violin track. I think some of these soundtracks might have been taken from movies. I recognized the track earlier was from the movie Arrival. We have lived through the lens of conflict consciousness for millennia. To survive, we must now evolve. We must choose love. We must choose light consciousness. Choosing love means stopping long enough to feel everything together. Choosing love means seeing your fellow being and knowing they are you. The waking dream you are living is your creation. It is your perception of reality that you can change at any time. You have the power to create hell, and you have the power to create heaven. Why not use your mind, your imagination, your attention, and your emotions to dream a heaven into being through how you choose to live your life? Don Miguel Ruiz. Quantum change is created by choosing to observe our world through its possibility for transformation, evolution, light, and love. A quantum conscious being does not direct its future towards separation consciousness warring a life. Your attention is so powerful, we must aim our attention in the direction we wish to manifest our reality. You manifest our world through fear or with love. Dare to manifest a light, beautiful, connected, green, loving world. I offer you the memory of release. I offer you the memory of light. This feels almost like an incantation or something. So far these have felt like poetry, but these ones feel kind of ominous to read. Behind a matrix of holographic veils that defy our perception, Brahman breathes eternal. Encountering and assimilating our shadow is not for the faint of heart. It involves the disillusionment of our illusions about both the world and ourselves. Can we choose to come together as cells in the interconnected greater organism that we are to avert our impending self-created catastrophe? Can we collectively evolve as a species? In an uncertain world, we claim certainty that the cause of our troubles is outside of rather than within ourself. Demonization of others is only possible when we fail to recognize the demon within ourselves. I remember that from the combat encounter earlier. Our inner voice of violence towards our own darkness is being dreamed up and acted out on the canvas of the external world with real-world consequences. Anyone consciously bearing witness to the mystery of evil opens the door for the incarnation of light to further manifest. Every human has an emotional body completely covered with infected wounds, sort of like the Zen goop that was overtaking the workers. Each wound is infected with emotional poison, the poison of each emotion that makes us suffer: hate, anger, envy, and sadness. Our mind is so wounded and full of poison from our culture's process of domestication, and everyone describes the wounded mind as normal. Don Miguel Ruiz. To connect with our destiny, we must surmount our preference of living in illusion and unwillingness to face the darker side of reality. Our looking away, a form of blindness, is itself the domestication virus of Wetiko, Wendigo, Maya, Mitote, Hell, veiled Brahman in action. In a very real sense, the fate of the world depends on us opening our eyes to the shadow that, like a dark specter, is looming behind and informing the destructive behavior of modern humanity. Wotan, a timeless archetypal force, this ancient god of storm and frenzy could seize and possess people. Possess people, inspiring a state of collective fury and transpersonal mania. Last became activated and infected. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. This is a quote from Paul Levy, though. Okay. The devil has always hated the truth. We are collectively fighting with the darkest part of ourselves. We have lost conscious relationship with our oneness. Leaders don't want you to know who you truly are. I invite you to become curious about who you are. Why are you here? What do you guys think? My voice is getting a little tired. This is more reading than I've done on most streams. I do think, like, I hate to be... I hate to sound like a Redditor, but I feel like one spelling mistake can easily undermine an entire written page, you know? When I see poses instead of possess, it kind of like trips up the whole thing. It ruins the meter because I stumbled. Whoa, what is that? Looks like a star. Is that what destroyed the Striders? There is infinite darkness. There is infinite light. Enlightenment can only occur in the intersection between these polarities. Will you approach our world with love or with war? Okay, I'm assuming that means war and that means love. I guess there could be alternate endings here. We're at the structure that we saw in the distance earlier. Most reading I've done since I opened a book. Same pew. 3-hour stream. Yeah, the stream has gone on for a long time, but I'm confident we can complete this. I should try to go for both endings, but come on, guys. Do you expect me to choose war? To choose death? To choose fear? Like, I'm just gonna go with the good ending, I think. Oh, I didn't need that. I wasted a resource. It's okay, there's plenty of them. This probably means there's gonna be combat, but if I choose love, how can there be combat? Maybe it'll be against head crabs instead of the combine to represent, you know, like the elements. Yeah, there's clearly a lot of health items here. Does the number of spheres on either side reflect the choices you made earlier? Oh. Oh, well, if it did, then that would mean that I chose only war. That's awkward. I chose love. As I chose love. What are you I heard a grenade go off. Oh. A Strider. I don't think I can slip through the cracks in the structure here.
Namaste. The blessings of Ram.
We must stop now. We're out of time. We must face our blindness, no longer turning from shadow. Consciously embracing the light. It's time to recognize I am you, you are me. I love you, we are one. The organism has to evolve to light consciousness to save itself. Are you ready to evolve to the next level of being? Well, you're going to, so you can join us willingly or join us in death, because it matters and doesn't matter. We are all love in the end.
We will all be here together.
On one side we have a ghostly appearance of the skeletons made from wood from earlier, the tree skeletons. On the other side we have one of these ghosts.
Just meet inside our head.
Can't quite make out who this figure is. I guess this is the last portal.
Explore where we are on this journey. What we
Okay, are you guys ready?
and what we don't. How our minds acquire.
I'm sorry, I cut the narration short. Oh, what is this? What am I looking at? Oh, what is that? What is that? What is that? Hello? Okay. Home. I thought I chose love. What was that? Did you guys see that? Yeah, that was horrifying. Most people are not just comfortable in their ignorance, but hostile to anyone who points it out. Plato. That is true. We're back where we started. Wait, I'm stuck. I can't move. Am I supposed to move? Okay. My hands are gone. Something's wrong with my, something's wrong here.
Beyond all polarities, I am.
Okay. I don't know what's happening here.
Let the judgments and opinions of the mind be judgments and opinions of the mind.
Where are my hands?
Like that.
My hands are gone.
So.
I may need to,
So.
I may need to load a save, because, that didn't work. That was enlightenment. This is your left hand, this is your right. Yeah, my hands are missing. I don't know how to explain that. Like, let me just turn off my controller and then turn it back on again. I'm nervous to do that on stream. Will it come back? I got no hands. The hands appear on the menu, but then they disappear in game. We're just gonna load an earlier save. No, that's the same save. Okay, we're gonna go back here. Sorry. Sometimes playing through add-ons, there's a little bit of jank. Seems like this could be an Alyx bug too. Yeah, I have my hands. Yeah, the eldritch being chopped off my hands on the way through the portal. Goodbye, Strider. Stay safe out there. A lot of Striders are getting taken down. Okay, I'm gonna keep my hands like sort of folded in front of me, and hopefully they don't disappear when we go into the next level. Well, that thing is gonna appear and freak me out again. My hands are still gone. Okay. Yeah, this is busted. Completely. I think what I gotta do is just like keep using,
Keep pausing and unpausing, right?
maybe they'll come back. Art is a lie that makes us realize the truth. Picasso. Your non-existence before you were born in the sky is the sky in the east. Your death is the western horizon. With you in between, the way leads neither east nor west, but in.
Polarities, I am.
What does this skeleton mean?
Opinions of the mind be judgments and opinions of the mind.
Where I went was everywhere and nowhere at once.
Behind that.
Oh, the door is open now.
So.
I wonder if that transition period is supposed to instill utter terror and confusion for a few seconds, and then sudden clarity and calmness. You hit the nail on the head, I think. 'Cause this whole thing is supposed to be about inducing a certain state of consciousness.
Of your own
So it
prediction.
makes sense.
You aren't who you thought you were. You just aren't that person.
This song was here before, but the bottom part wasn't. We were born into a culture of lies, conditioned through fear to seek outside ourselves for truth. We must be willing to surrender all that we know to be true to the altar of our hearts and the flaming sword of the Prajna Paramita, which I don't know what that means, but as we evolve from the human perspective,
External
the profundity of the shift in our consciousness is so significant that it would mark a transcendental evolution of the organism Homo sapiens. The organism receives a spontaneous, profound expansion in its capacity to learn, use tools, and co-evolve with other species. We would describe ourselves as a new distinct species, more advanced than a human being. The influence that our evolution would have on the planet would fundamentally redefine our relationship to our world. We would become a symbiotic organism rather than a parasite. Homo Gaia. This place is a dream. Only a sleeper considers it real. And death comes like dawn, and you wake up laughing at what you thought was your grief. This is one of the places that we saw. Every cell in your body is a living being that depends on you. To all those living beings that are your cells, you're God.
If you truly open your heart, just quiet your mind. Open your heart.
Ooh, wait. Something's happening. Look at the birds.
How do you quiet?
Whoa.
Meditate. How do you open the heart? You start
We
to
sense
love
you.
that
Can you
which
feel
you
us?
love and just keep expanding.
Welcome. Thank you for evolving. Only love has power over lovers. Death has none.
A leaf.
The beloved is giving as he appears to take away. Breath diminishes, the spirit flows stronger. A falcon released to the wind. Rumi. Sit, breathe, listen. Let your mind go into the flames. Have you met the silent one deep inside you? I invite you to sit with your true self, to truly begin to know who you are behind it all. To soften, to feel, to evolve. Can't you hear the universe calling you, loving you, just beyond the etheric veil? Placed one foot on the wide plain of death, and some grand immensity sounded on the emptiness. I felt nothing ever like the wild wonder of that moment. We are the earth. What surrounds us is us. It shapes us as we shape it.
You don't need loneliness.
Life is nothing but a dream, and if you create your life with love, your dream becomes a masterpiece of art.
You
The
don't
finite, sheltered in the infinite,
you already
becomes
have
safe
all.
and large in love.
You don't need doubt.
Guys, I think my consciousness might be evolving a little bit. Hugh says this is a really cool mod. I agree. I hope it doesn't seem like I'm ever making light of the mod.
Saying I don't.
But when I make quips like that, like, I enjoyed this. Artistically, I think it's beautiful. I think the design of it, from a level design perspective, is fantastic. And I think the concept of trying to communicate this kind of idea through a video game is really interesting.
After playing
If I have some criticism, it's that I think there might have been too much text, and I really mean that. I think maybe it could have gotten its ideas across better by, instead of just expositing the philosophy, by trying to show us. I know I'm just saying show don't tell, which is the trope, but I think if the story better showed these ideas, then they wouldn't need so many monologues to explain them. My consciousness digivolved. I'm glad, Pew.
as if there were only ashes.
This guy definitely played the Beginner's Guide and Stanley Parable. It does remind me a lot of both of those games.
Dig in the ashes.
Our entire society is structured around avoiding confronting the most important questions of our lives.
Very gently.
That hits me pretty hard. Why are you here? How did you get here? Where will you go when you die? Our culture is both allergic to confronting and addicted to consuming fantasy and avoidance of death. We live our lives without ever truly knowing ourselves.
Fire.
O generous ones, die before you die, even as I have died before death and brought this reminder from beyond. Become the resurrection of spirit, so that you may experience the resurrection.
That's what.
This becoming is necessary for seeing and knowing the real nature of anything. A Vortigaunt! Wait, hold on. We have not seen a single Vortigaunt this entire time, and there's a miniature of a Vortigaunt outside.
The world.
I see another Vortigaunt at the end. I guess that entire structure was built by the Vortigaunts.
No.
And we never saw one until just now.
Know that we're of the spirit.
Okay, guys, I've got a bit of a problem. How do I know when it's over? I don't think this is gonna, like, send me back to the main menu. You are the universe. You are life itself. Body, mind, soul, beyond. Once you know this, not with logic, not through intellect, but as a felt, lived, noetic certainty, you remember. Born of the imperceivable behind the veil, you are life. You are the force conducting breath through your body. You are the pulsing flow inside your heart. You are the spark electrifying action in the universe. You are the flame burning in the silence. You are one. It's powerful. What was that? Did you guys hear that? Nope.
The ember gets stronger. Flame starts to...
You are more than you've been told. You cannot yet see beyond the dimensional boundaries of the simulation, but we see you. We know you. It also reminds me of the Vortigaunts. The leaders do not want you to know all that you are.
is sit around the fire.
Individuality is an illusion. To be free, dissolve individuality into the Brahman, become one with the deeper reality, the Godhead with all. Remember, it's a simulation for your soul to evolve beyond. Oh. Pillars. Oh, okay. I thought maybe that would be the end. How do I end the simulation? I still feel the same. Damn, that equation scene I missed during my bathroom break must have been essential to expanding my consciousness. You're right. You missed out.
The great way is not
No more consciousness
for
expansion.
those who have no preferences.
So this home scene is in the
Love and
same
hate are both absent.
space as the rest of the mod because that
Everything
structure is the
is
mega
clear.
structure that we saw.
And undisguised.
Look at these orbs. I just
Make
realized.
the smallest distinction, however, and heaven and earth are set infinitely apart. If you wish to see the truth, then hold no opinions for or against anything. To set up what you like against what you dislike is the disease of the mind. When the deep meaning of things is not understood,
One of those heads is down there. I didn't even realize.
mind's essential peace is disturbed to no avail.
I don't know if I'm supposed to be able to use my hands here.
Like vast space, where nothing is lacking,
I'm just gonna
nothing is
exist in this space for a while.
Indeed, it is due to our choosing to accept or reject that we do not see the true nature of things. Live neither in the entanglements of outer things, nor in inner feelings of emptiness. Be serene in the oneness of things, and such erroneous views will disappear by themselves. When you try to stop activity to achieve passivity, your very effort fills you with activity. As long as you remain in one extreme or the other, you will never know oneness.
Looks like there's a sunset now. There wasn't earlier.
Those who do not live in the single way fail in both activity and passivity, assertion and denial. To deny the reality of things is to miss their reality. To assert the emptiness of things is to miss their reality. The more you talk and think about it, the further astray you wander from the truth. Stop talking and thinking, and there is nothing you will not be able to know. To return to the root is to find the meaning. But to pursue appearances is to miss the source. At the moment of inner enlightenment, there is going beyond appearance and emptiness. The changes that appear to occur in the empty world we call real only because of
Very good visuals, I agree.
Do not search for the truth. Only cease to cherish opinions. Do not remain in the dualistic state.
Oh.
Avoid such pursuits carefully. There is even a trace of this and that, of right and wrong. The mind essence will be lost in confusion. Although all dualities come from the One, do not be attached even to this One. When the mind exists, undisturbed in the way, nothing in the world can offend. And when a thing can no longer offend, it ceases to exist in the old way. When no discriminating thoughts arise, the old mind ceases to exist. When thought objects vanish, the thinking subject vanishes. As when the mind vanishes, objects vanish. Things are objects because of the subject, mind.
I think my consciousness is evolving.
Subject is such because of things, object. Understand the relativity of these two and the basic reality, the unity of emptiness. In this emptiness, the two are indistinguishable, and each contains in itself the whole world. If you do not discriminate between coarse and fine, you will not be tempted to prejudice and opinion. To live in the great way is neither easy nor difficult.
I wonder where this narration is from.
But those with limited views are fearful and irresolute.
I don't think it's original to this mod. I think that this was probably the inspiration.
And
Maybe the map doesn't end as to let you read all the text. I'm
cannot
going to listen to the end of the monologue and then we'll go to the main menu.
even to be
I think that
attached to
sounds
the
good.
idea of enlightenment is to go astray. Just let things be in their own way, and there will be neither coming nor going. Obey the nature of things, your own nature, and you will walk freely and undisturbed. When thought is in bondage, the truth is hidden. For everything is murky and unclear, and the burdensome practice of judging brings annoyance and weariness. What benefit can be derived from distinctions and separations? If you wish to move in the one way, do not dislike even the world of senses and ideas. Indeed, to accept them fully is identical with true enlightenment. The wise man strives to know goals, but the foolish man fetters himself. There is one Dharma, not many. Distinctions arise from the clinging needs of the ignorant,
a good line.
To seek mind with the discriminating mind is the greatest of all mistakes. Rest and unrest derive from illusion. With enlightenment, there is no liking and disliking. All dualities come from ignorant inference. They are like dreams or flowers in air, foolish to try to grasp them. Gain and loss, right and wrong. Such thoughts must finally be abolished at once. If the eye never sleeps, all dreams will naturally cease. If the mind makes no discriminations, the 10,000 things are as they are, of single essence. To understand the mystery of
This voice fits
one
a character
essence
voice that you have.
is to be released.
It's a very
from
soothing
all
voice.
entanglements.
It's the way that he's reading the
When
slowness
all
of it.
things are seen equally.
How long do you guys think this narration will go on for?
Essence
I want to listen to the whole thing, but I feel like it's, you know, how do I know they haven't fit
No comparison
an hour of monologuing into
or
this?
analogies are possible in this causeless, relationless state. Consider movement stationary and the stationary in motion. Both movement and rest disappear. When such dualities cease to exist, oneness itself cannot exist. To this ultimate finality, no law or description applies.
The voice kind of reminds you of Kleiner. I can see that. If he spoke
The unified
more quietly,
mind,
more
in
softly.
accord with the way,
You're so patient. Yeah.
all self-centered strife.
I'm gonna try to. I don't want to talk over the monologue, but I guess I should wrap up stream here
Doubts
while we're
and
listening.
irresolutions vanish.
What did you guys think of the Great Way?
In true faith is possible. With a single
What are
stroke
what are your
of
final
free
takeaways?
knowledge, nothing clings to us, and we hold to nothing. All is empty, clear, self-illuminating, with no exertion of the mind's power. Here thought,
I'm enlightened. I'm glad you're enlightened, Vizzies.
knowledge, and imagination
Good mod, although it's a bit much for a simpleton like me. I feel the same way. I do think that some things from this mod are gonna stay with me. I don't feel like I can.
there is neither
like-
self nor other than self.
Like the whole premise to me, it's like I don't know. I'm a little too skeptical to
harmony with this reality.
really let myself get into the premise of like this is a transmission that's going to evolve your consciousness. You know what I mean? I think it's a little silly. It's a little over
In this,
over
not
dramatic.
nothing
but-
is separate.
I think individual quotations from this mod are going to stay with me regardless, even if I haven't evolved my
No
consciousness.
matter when or
It's going to make me think about things more, and I think it accomplished its mission in that way. I think that the person who made this wanted people to
and
think
this
about
truth
their
is
lives
beyond
a little bit
extension
deeper, think outside of themselves,
in time.
consider new possibilities, and I think it did that no matter what. Whether you liked it or not, whether you received the transmission or not,
is 10,000.
it's something that makes you think. Very serene, yeah.
Emptiness here. emptiness.
It feels like meditation. It just makes me feel calm.
The infinite universe stands always before your eyes.
I think it's good for that. There aren't many games that are like that. Make you feel more calm.
Infinitely large and infinitely small. No difference. For definitions have vanished and no boundaries are seen. So too with being and non.
It makes me think about like how much I'm held back by
Don't waste
fears,
time
you know?
with doubts and arguments that have nothing to do with this.
I think I hold myself back sometimes because I'm like so afraid. I have so many anxieties of all these little things in life
Without distinction.
that I'm not really willing to just sort of like
To live
accept
in
myself,
this
but
realization is to be without anxiety.
I don't know. Maybe my consciousness is evolving a little bit, chat.
To live in this faith is the road to non-duality. Because the non-dual is one with the trust
I think
mind.
I resonate a lot with this idea of manifestation when it's taken metaphorically. I think the way that it's phrased to me,
Language.
I don't like when people try to take that idea literally, you know, like, no, you can't manifest
There is
a car. You wouldn't manifest a car.
no tomorrow.
Or whatever the case may be. But I think it is true that like the way we see the world is influenced by how we choose to perceive it. So like we will start acting differently based on how we choose to interpret things. Even though you can't literally manifest things, you can, you know, change the way that you internally process. Which is, I guess that is the opposite of what this said. This said is like, oh, the external shouldn't inform the internal. I don't know if I can completely, I don't know if I'm completely on board with that. It does make you think about your internal mind. The internal dream and the external dream is what they said. It's probably not fair for me to hold the few typos that they had against them, you know? But I do think that those typos really ruin the illusion a little bit. It's hard for me to take it completely seriously when there's just a small mistake. Yeah. I just realized that this fire effect is the Half-Life 2 fire particle. I mean, of course it is. That just makes it feel so funny because it's like, wait, that is not a real fire. That's a PNG. That's like a GIF of a fire. I think we probably have finished the monologue now, but I had hoped there was some way to return to the main menu. I think we can probably confidently say that we're done at this point. Through here? No. Oh, yeah, we finished the sound. Is there going to be like an outro? Is there going to be an ending? I don't think there is. We just exist here now. Well, thanks so much everyone for joining me on this journey through the Great Way. Was my consciousness expanded? No, but I think I learned a few things along the way, and I think that's enough. YouTuber outro music plays. Yeah, exactly. Let's see. It's hard for me to do this while I'm in VR. Let's see if there's anybody to raid. Looking around, looking if there's anybody we should raid. I could raid an old friend who's playing Fortnite. It's a bit of a different vibe. I feel like it would be good to like raid like an ASMR stream or something after that. But you know, we'll do that. I think that'd be good. That'd be a good raid. What do you guys think? Learning things equals expanded consciousness. You're right. I took it too literally. I'm taking expand your consciousness as like, well, they did say evolve your consciousness, to be fair. But yeah, no, learning something is expanding your consciousness. You're right. The switch up is insane. Yeah. I guess I don't have a great way to do this while I'm in VR. It's kind of awkward. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my headset off, put it down, go raid, and then I'll join you guys in the chat. We're going to raid... we are going to raid Ivy Onomura playing Fortnite. So give her your best. Let's get ready for some Fortnite gaming. I'm sorry, I don't have a better transition from The Great Way. But yeah, have a good night, everyone. Oh, one more thing. You can join my Discord server for updates on when I'm going to stream, or follow me on Blue Sky. I might be streaming on Saturday afternoon. I haven't decided yet. I'm still trying to figure out, do I want to stream on Saturday? Might do another mapping stream, but I will update on Blue Sky when I'm sure. Yeah, I got to go to bed now. Yeah, this has been a very long stream, so you can't see me waving because my hand is gone. Have a good night, everyone. Give Ivy Onomura your best, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now. Headset is coming off.